russosbrand.com, where the pros are the pros. Do any of you guys watch anime?
I try not to.
Bro, a brand member smartened me up. And he said, Vince, obviously you don't watch anime. He said, Cody talks like an anime character. That's what he's doing. Bro, you know what Cody reminds me talking of, bro? You know how you got those C, D, E, and F level kung fu movies, bro, that are all in Japanese, and then there's the awful dub over, bro. That's who Cody freaking reminds me of with his promos, bro. The drama and the pauses and the pantheons. It's like, oh my, I don't know who's worse, him or freaking Hamin, when it comes to over the freaking top acting.
Cody does love that. What Cody loves is Legend of Zelda. Like in his life, like that's how he defines it. So it's, I don't know if it's anime, but it's definitely that. I don't know. His favorite band is Our Lady Peace, which is like Canadian glam rock too. I don't know. It's an interesting lens that things I know that he likes to look through, and why he would phrase things that way. I don't know Legend of Zelda, but I know the quest, like a part of it. So is there like this epic filter he runs things through to say things like that? But even last night I just turned to my buddy Modi. I go, Modi, you should start wearing a double-breasted vest like that wherever you go. Like that'd be a good look for you. Dude, the pocket watch with the vest, God. Like it's an investment banker from 1928.
and then Ben, he used Pantheon on Friday, and yesterday he went to the positive platitudes. You
gotta keep it positive.
Now, Stevie, I always talk about, bro, this guy is a freaking heel. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. This guy is a heel. And Stevie, listen, I got to ask you this because I can't explain this, bro. What do we learn about? What's one of the first things you learn about Christianity, Stevie? One of the first things you learn about is, when you do something kind and you do something nice for somebody else, you don't talk about it. You don't mention it, because if you mention it, well, bro, now there was an ulterior motive. Now you did something nice for people to take notice of. When you do something nice, bro, when you buy somebody's coffee at Starbucks, when you help an old lady across the street, when you give a lot of money to charity, if it's genuine, you never mention it. But here's babyface Cody, Ben. Well, I'm going to be the best man at Joe's wedding, bro. I don't know who Joe is. Bro, I'm going to go to that 5-year-old birthday party, bro. Bro, the wrestling club, here's the baby face putting himself over, Stevie, of all the nice and great things he does because he's such a great human being. That is a heel, bro. Everything that comes out of this dude's mouth is, I'm a freaking heel. That's why, to the casual fans, they want this guy getting his freaking ass kicked, bro.
Wait a minute. You're telling me that the regular people like the Kentucky man that Ben does, which I want to see that.
So you're getting him to do. You're waving the carrot, bro.
The Kentucky man doesn't have his tour bus wrapped with his nightmare and the dog on the front door. You mean to tell me that's not a thing amongst like John Smith and his wife, Nancy Brown? Now, there's a callback right there.
That's a go. Cody, come on down. We going down to the holler. We're going to get the swamp thing out, and we're going to do some four-wheeling. I want you to come on down for my July 4th party. We're going to set off some fireworks. It's going to be a hell of a good time, Cody. Come on back to Kentucky, boy.
Yeah. Should he bring his pocket watch?
Yeah. And you know what time it is, son.
Yeah, and he needs to be the champion because the champion isn't here, bro. That's why he needs to go to. He needs to go to.
Could not be here today. Well, what you're saying isn't wrong, but their execution is wrong again. What is it? Show don't tell. Okay, Let it leak from Joe's bachelor party at the strip club where Cody's handing out racks of money to his buddies, and it's one of their cell phones. Let it go. Let the wrestling club send a big thank you via Twitter to say, Cody, thank you so much for getting us to go to WrestleMania. Use those things if charity is the new marketing, but the person who is giving, right? What's deadly sin? Is it vanity, I guess, is what you say when you are giving a charitable act, but it's look at me, you're being vain. So that's the heel emotional quality of it. So you want it to get over, but the show don't tell. It needs to be from the people who are grateful for what you did for them while you're not looking like the center of attention. You're just doing it. So we can set it up that way if that's what you want to get over. But the laziness, the last minute of the show's being written at 3 p.m, and this is what we go with because we didn't have time to get all that collected and do it that way. That's where you want him to get punched in the face. And somebody needs to knock him out. Like what The Rock should have done is steal that goddamn fucking daddy's gold watch right there, taking it off him, right, as a collectible of it. And then he's got something at least to try and get back if he goes over on him. He took my daddy's watch, just like in life with Martin and Eddie Murphy, right? So,
bro, then Stevie, they add insult to injury, and I'm like, how dare you guys? Like, how dare you guys? Bro, do you remember the last lean-in we had just a couple of months ago? Do you remember the last lean-in with Nakamura and Seth, bro? Yep. When Nakamura whispered something to Seth, and it turned out to be,
sorry, no speak English.
No, it wasn't that. It was Ben. I know about your back. And now we're going to do the same thing 3 months later, and we're supposed to believe that it's supposed to mean something. So, Ben, Stevie, they build up. Holy shit. Talk about dragging something out. I mean, this was 30 minutes. I mean, from start to finish, this was 30 minutes. We have the whisper and the freaking walk away. And again, bro, guys, if you don't think at that point in time with the whisper and the walk away, and you got the casual fan watching his TV and saying, I sat here 30 minutes for that. That's what I sat here for. F this. Boom. They're gone, bro. They never saw the end of the show. But my God, Ben, did they forget they just did that with Nakamura and they didn't deliver? So now 3 months later, Rock whispered this big thing to him?
Well, that was on Raw. So
yeah. Man, bro. What'd you guys think about this opening promo, man?
Well, I would say that the thing with that,
please whisper your answer.
Yeah.
I know about your bad promo.
Yeah.
The whole thing is these guys are mortal enemies. The Rock is talking about this dude's mom every week now. Mm-hmm. And he's letting him get that close to him without just like, get the fuck away from me. Are you getting him out of my personal space? It's on. That's the disconnect right there. Like you said, there's always been physicality in the ring, but these dudes were literally as close as you can get it. And then Rock walks away after he tells Cody a secret. Did he tell him about the secret? He's trying to recruit him for Scientology or something.
Ben, is this a matter? We've talked about this the last couple of weeks. Is this a matter of the writers and everybody there involved just don't know how to get out of this segment?
Yeah, they don't know how to button a scene, and they don't know how to heighten explore. Like, sure, Cody's mother is a lovely human being. Nobody gives a fuck about Cody's mother. And I think they're missing it with the Rock thing. Rock should have been like Red Fox talking Elizabeth, this is the big one. I'm coming. Like, he should have been saying, Dusty, look down at your boy. This is what it is. Like, if everybody's going to kick the Dusty casket, this is where you got to fucking really step it up and heighten and explore. So, like, all that shit, he should have been smacking his head against the Nightmare thing door. Look at your stupid fucking dog. Even your dog hates you. Boom, boom. Dusty, this is the son. This is the guy. Why don't you send your other son over here? I'll whoop his ass too. Smack his head again. Like, just to like, your mama's got the blood on the belt that I have the belt of your belt, and now her tears are going to be, no, she's never been in WrestleMania. No one gives a shit. Like, the whole thing is, this is Dusty's son, the grandson of a plumber who dresses like Monopoly Man. You rip all that shit away from him. You leave him there naked. The symbolism of he has to start over and be at ground zero while the rain pours down on him, and you have a fucking christening, baptism, rebirth as he goes into WrestleMania. All the symbolism is there, but we don't understand how to check all those fucking boxes to heighten and explore.
And not only that, Stevie, this is where, to me, the confusion is running, is just seeping in, because I swear to God, if 77-year-old Vince McMahon is not a part of this, I swear to God, and he's watching this, I swear to God, Vince McMahon is asking himself one question. So the main event at WrestleMania is Cody Rhodes against The Rock? That's what Vince is saying. Bro, it's Reigns against Cody. That's Reigns' spot. He's not wrestling Rock for the title. He's wrestling Roman Reigns. This is the confusion. And then when we get to, Drew, Seth, and CM Punk, forget about it. But that's what, I swear to God, if I'm sitting across from Vince and I'm pitching him to this, Vince would say to me, okay, so The Rock is wrestling Cody Rhodes at the main event of WrestleMania, right? That, to me, is where the confusion is coming in. Stevie, we're 2 weeks away. His opponent is Roman Reigns.
Yeah, and they're acting like they're calling Rocky the final boss. So, like, there's another guy after you. It really is. And what I think, I'm going to stick by it, there's something that's going to happen night one where maybe the bloodline costs Rock the match. Cody goes over. Then Rock comes back the next night and costs Roman the belt. And then Cody wins and hopefully turns heel by bringing Brandy out would be the easiest way to do that. Yeah. And then it's Rock and Reigns at SummerSlam, or somehow Reigns keeps the title and Rocky's next. Because I think Rock's going to go over on him at SummerSlam if he doesn't put Cody over at WrestleMania, because it's going to be the best look for TKO, or one of the bosses, to go on the PR and everything after that.
I mean, Ben, the way I'm looking at this, again, I'm putting my writer, booker, shoes, whatever. The way I'm looking at this, bro, they're promoting Rock versus Cody. I mean, that's what they're promoting, Stevie, and that's what everybody wants to see. And I'm looking at this and I'm saying, okay, bro, The Rock is going to screw Cody at WrestleMania. That gives Cody an out to not winning the title. And now you've got Rock and Cody at SummerSlam. How can you not watch the finish of that show last night, Stevie, and say, okay, bro, they're going to The Rock and Cody. That's more important.
Well, it's actually a tag match on night one, so they aren't even advertising the tag match with Seth and Cody. It's Seth and Cody versus Rock and, is it Reigns or is it somebody else?
Yeah.
So they have a tag match where everybody's already touched, and then they're going to have the singles match the next night if Cody goes over. But what if Seth Rollins pins The Rock? There's all these different things that they could bring up on TV to add a little element of, wow, what will happen? What if Seth does beat Rocky? Does he get a shot at Roman the next? Now what's going to happen between Cody and Seth? These guys were killing each other, 8 months ago? And now they got it. It's so weird how they try to get you.
And then you got to weigh it. Stuff. You got to weigh it against, like, Seth wouldn't go over on Drew if Cody goes over on Bloodline, right? Like, you're not going to have double baby faces up. I don't think. You got to have one spin out that's going to be a heel win out of those two matches. So
these aren't really baby faces. Let's get that
that's
right.
True. That's true.
What's up, Brand? This is Jeff Lane inviting you to come hang out with me over on Twitch. I'm live several nights a week playing games, classic and new, currently going through Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, the new Contra game, and more. So check me out, Jeff Lane 22 on Twitch. Mike Durban was on here and he was talking about the Conan Major Bendy's action figure. This, you got one too, don't you, Vince? Yeah. These are high quality, like the high quality packaging, high quality art, high quality figure.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah. But Durban wasn't kidding, guys. These are real high quality. So you can even get these autographed. MikeDurban.com. Check them out before they're gone.